Ladies and gentlemen, boys or girls, it is about that time. We got a new monster balance patch coming in the mix here, and you guys have already checked this list out. So I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to save you some time and just talk about simply my top 3 busts that I'm looking to see in this upcoming patch. So once again, man, thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate y'all clicking on this video. If you guys want to see the shortened version of this when it comes to the balance patch down the road, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. Now, we do have a top 3 buffs list, but I do want to give an honorable mention to a unit that I feel like fits in that category, but is not one of the regular elements here. Want to give a shout out to the Dark Lady here, Kraka. We have a new improvement here, the Steel beneficial effect from 30 to 50% chance. I believe this can go up to a 60% chance with the skill ups on her. So for those of you guys that are super fortunate to have her, she's going to be a lot more reliable, a lot more usable. So I'm really excited for you guys that have to do that do have the chance to have that unit here. So okay, top 3, I guess it's not really in a specific order as far as the top 2 and top 3 go, but my top 1 without question is going to be really good. So first and foremost here, let's go old school before we talk about new school. Let's give some love to the Fire Sea Emperor Okeanos here. This is one of the units out there that's been in the meta and back multiple times, had a numerous amount of changes. And, one of the previous ones they had was, going from, stripping 1 effect to 2 effect and, having the opportunity to just strip and reset somebody, really good. But now we have the chance to strip 1 beneficial effect and get that cooldown 2 times. It's going to be with each hit here. So again, a little bit more reliable, a little bit more chances here to get that cooldown. Of course, when it comes to resistance for accuracy, you guys know it's a lie. But again, I like where they're going with this. I think that this is going to be something that's going to be played a little bit more. I know that I am a big fan of Okeanos, always have been. I haven't really had a chance to fit it in my lineup, but just the ability to provide that reset, provide that stun mechanic, but of course the stun mechanic with the attack bar manipulation to allow him to cycle through his skills a little bit better. That's why I'm a really big fan of him. So that's why I'm pretty excited for him. And I think he's going to do pretty well in this upcoming seasons here. So next up, I want to give a shout out to Water Yennefer, one of the few units that, what was it? The Witchers, I think it was that set here. Increase the attack bar by 50% for each harmful effect. So if I recall correctly, she has a handful of skills. Sorry, I'm trying to get my iPad to go back, what's it called, out of the hibernation here. So if I recall correctly, she has a handful of skills here. From skill 1 to the silence, she has the Oblivion on skill 2 with the stun, and then we have the AoE with the stun and removing harmful effects. So she already has a good handful of harmful effects, but you guys already know what I'm talking about. You guys already kind of probably think where I'm kind of leaning to. Some of the people out there that run those CC comps with heavy debuffs, there's just going to be so much value to be had. When I think about this additional add-in, the only thing that I can think of is like a Layla. Like she just got like a built-in Layla put into her, and because, like I said, because of the fact that she has the silence and the oblivion, I feel like she's going to make an absolutely amazing impact. And she's going to be definitely a one to watch her. So big shout out to Comptos for finally doing that one some justice. You guys let me know what you think about those first 2 units. But before we get into the last one here, let's real quick, okay. I don't want to say rest in peace to Coco. I don't want to say rest in peace Water Doomy Leaky Lord. Okay, I just want to say, despite the fact that those kind of got nerfed, hey, it is what it is. They're still going to be usable. Like, don't sweat it, right? Okay. And last but not least is going to be not 1, not 2, but the family of these Spectre princesses. Okay. And the reason being is because of literally the main change they made. All these changes in this lineup are nice. It's going to be a little bit, it's gonna be great value, right? But the most important thing that we constantly have issues with when it comes to specific, defense scaling or HP scaling units is the ability to have that inflict the damage based on the max HP, right? How many times do we get in situations to where we have these cool units, we have these cool setups that we want to do, but we're just losing a little bit of value because we just can't do the damage that we do. They got all these skills that are skill 2, skill 3 based on based on their HP, based on the defense, but basically their skill 1 is lost just because of the fact that there's just no value, regardless of what kind of mechanic it has on it. It's just like a really big slap in the face, if I recall correctly. So I remember I don't think it was the mermaids that got the reason change. I might correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like the mermaids is like a really good family to kind of relate to, because again they have just an amazing kit overall. All of them are really, really good, but in addition to the strip that they have on that first skill, they also have that damage based on max HP, which again, they're going to be built, their support, they're going to be built on the high tanky, build with a lot of HP. So even though they're not specifically damage dealing units, it's nice to be able to have a little bit of additional damage when you're running the support heavy comps. So yeah, that's my top three there. Spectre, Pinchus, we got the Water Yennefer, and then, of course, we got the Fire Sea Emperor here, man. You guys let me know in the chat, what are some of your big changes in here? What do you guys think about that? Real quick, another shameless plug to the Fire Indra. Got that attack bar reduction when you had attack your turn. Kind of makes me feel like a budget smicer in there, because now he has the silence, and he also has the attack bar reduction. I don't know if it's to everybody on the start of your turn, or if it's when he hits him at the start of your turn. So I'm curious to see how that all works. I'm guessing it's when you hit him, but yeah, no, that's my top three. I want to keep this nice, short and sweet here, guys. But yeah, if you guys could take me a quick second, I know you guys already seen many videos on this. Let me know in the comment section down below what's your top three and why, and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Done.